Hey, what's up, everybody? It's your boy KT. I'm sitting here with.
I'm Malia.
All right, so we doing a little thing. It's called Leah's Journey to Eternity.
You got it right.
Got it right this time, boy. It took so many times to get it right, but I got it right this time. All right. So if you was looking at the post last week, you seen everything. Why she want to do it? So can you reiterate why you want to get this started?
I want to help people. Sometimes it's hard to navigate the educational system when you don't have mentors or family members or parents that have been to a four-year university or have an advanced degree. So I've made a lot of mistakes. So I want to share some of my mistakes, hopefully to help someone no matter where you are in life, whether you're a freshman in high school or you have a master's degree, a doctorate, wherever you are. Hopefully you can learn something from me from this page.
I love it. I love it. I'm double cupped on a Monday. You already know what it is. It ain't no liquor. It's just some drink. It's some water. All right. So after reading your post last week, we seen what happened. And I remember, if I'm correctly, that you failed. You failed.
It's
you
not
was
funny.
You was failing. You was going through some stuff, though.
I failed, y'all.
But at the end of the day, you failed your classes.
I did.
So, I mean, how did you get to be a senior?
I got to be a senior because after I retook all of my freshman classes junior year, in addition to my junior year classes, I passed those, went on to my senior year, passed those classes as well. So it was pretty smooth. After my freshman year hiccup, my education in high school was smooth. I got good grades, good GPA. I was in the 3.0 range, so I recovered.
I'm glad you recovered. We glad she recovered. God dang. She was gonna get out of there. All right, you say you got to your senior year. You went through all that you went through. So, I mean, what happened? How you get to college your senior year? Like, how you get to college?
Well, interesting story. So one day, my friends and I decided we were all going to go to Sac State. So we decided on Sac State. It was all good. And the day you were supposed to submit your decision and press the accept button, my button was not there when I checked.
Whoa.
Don't lie.
Out. What was your accept button? You thought you was going to Sac State.
It was missing in action. So before we were going to press accept together all at the same time, I was like, let me check just to make sure my button's there. Everything is running smooth. And I logged on to the little Sac State portal thing. My accept button was not there. It was gone. Don't lie to me.
Okay. I'm time about. So you telling me y'all made plans for school to go to the same school together? Y'all was gonna hit your acceptance button together. Mm-hmm. Was you with them when you found out?
I was not. I was by myself.
I guess that's a good thing, because that would have been embarrassing.
It was embarrassing trying to tell them how I didn't make it.
Hold on. Talk about. So where was you at?
I was in fifth period.
What? You act like we know what fifth period was. What was fifth period?
The fifth class of the day.
What class?
I don't remember. Maybe
man.
English?
Oh my goodness.
I don't know.
Well, I guess that don't even matter. I guess that don't even matter.
What was I doing?
We see why she ain't get accepted right off the bat. Hey, I'm just saying.
That's me.
Hey, it is what it is. You where you at now, so it's all good. Oh, you ain't get accepted. So what you have to do, like, how you get in school still?
Well, first of all, I freaked out. I had a whole meltdown. I thought it was a glitch, okay, y'all? I thought it was a glitch. I thought Sac State was just having some problems, and it was me. I called Sac State's admin rep. I'm like, hey, can't find my button. Where is it? What happened? Can you give me some information? Did you guys not post it yet? Like, what's going on? And she's like, we never got your SAT scores. And I was like, oh, no. Because I took that little test, okay, and I passed it with a very high score. And I was like, there has to be a mistake. I mean, at Sac State, they probably was busy and overwhelmed with all of the applicants. I was like, maybe you should check again, because I took the test and you should have got my score. And she didn't have my score.
So she wanted to get to a school that ain't got her SAT score. How does that work? All right, continue. My bad. I just had to throw that in there.
So by this time, I was in 6th period PE, and I should have been dressing out and getting ready for PE, but instead I was bawling my eyes out, like having a full meltdown. And the only thing that I could think to do was run to the counselor's office and talk to Mr. Gaines. If you guys saw my first post, you know that he facilitated my intervention my freshman year when I was failing all my classes. So me and him created a little bond. So I ran to his office, ran across campus crying, told Mr. Gaines the story. He tried so hard for me. He really did. Shout out to Mr. Gaines. I don't know where you are in life right now. I think he might still be at my school. Maybe. So he called the people and he was like, I'll send it over to you right now. I'll fax it. I'll email it to you. She did very well. Please let her in.
And what they say?
And they said, Mr. Gaines, she never sent the score and our class for 2017 is full. She can't attend.
So she was gonna go to a school where she ain't send us testing scores too. She ain't send them. And she thought she was gonna get in. Hey.
No one told me this, okay? No one told me that's how it worked. No one told me you had to send SAT scores.
Hey.
Who told you had to send your scores?
My teachers.
My teachers didn't tell me. My mom didn't tell me. My friends. No one told me.
I was in class. And we did it in class. I
didn't do it in class.
We know that. Yeah, that ain't don't stay the obvious. Alright. You didn't get into Sac State. What school did you end up going to then?
So I got into quite a few schools. Not quite a few. Like I only applied to like 4, I think. And it was all the neighboring schools around my town, my city. So it was Sac State, Fresno State, Stanislaus, and University of the Pacific. Once I decided to go to Sac State with my little friends, I just threw all the other schools and deadlines to the wayside. Didn't even pay attention to them anymore. So when Sac State said I couldn't go, I didn't have a backup school because I didn't keep up with their deadlines. I didn't stay in the loop. Didn't have a backup school. And I also didn't send any of my SAT scores to the other schools because I didn't know. Okay, let's clarify this because in my little 17-year-old / 18-year-old mind, I thought once you took the SAT score that all the schools that accepted you would just see it like in the little portal and everybody would know I did so well and that would be the end. But apparently you got to send it yourself and I didn't know that.
So if you watching this mug and you in high school, you make sure you send your stuff.
Send your scores, please.
So
send
you
your
won't
scores.
Be like,
Send your scores so you can go to a 4-year and be happy.
Man, still crazy.
And not in shambles like I was.
That's crazy.
I was in shambles.
So we want to hear more about it. So what happened?
So now I'm screwed. Don't have a backup school. Can't go to Sac State. I was a mess. Left Mr. Gaines' office. Like I literally thought my life was over. Like I just did all of this work. Let me tell y'all, do you know how hard it was to repeat a whole year of school and stay on track to graduate? Like most people would have just took a 5th year and did it at a continuation school. But I did double the work to go to a 4-year. And I did all of the requirements, all the little stupid tests, and I couldn't go. So the only option was for me to go to junior college.
Okay. JC, I mean, you obviously doing good for yourself, but you obviously was saying a JC like it's a problem or something.
Okay, speaking from personal experience, where I grew up in my high school, JCs had a stigma. So people that weren't that smart went there, or people that went through some things and couldn't stay on top of their grades went to junior colleges. And people thought that JC professors weren't as good as 4-year university professors, so JCs were not a good look. So I was embarrassed because of how everyone perceived junior colleges.
I see. Okay, that makes sense. But, I mean, you here now.
I'm here now.
You going through a JC, it got you to where you needed to get to.
It did. Shout out to Sac City College.
Shout out to them JCs out there.
All of the JCs.
Hey,
Delta.
don't matter what school you go to.
You can make it.
You gotta get the education. It don't even matter. Like, don't let nobody discourage you if you go to a JC. That stigma is old, dead news.
It really is. To be honest, it really is, because I cried for 3 months straight the whole summer when I figured out I had to go to a junior college, just because of all of the perceptions and negative opinions that I've heard about junior colleges. But actually, some of the smartest people I know today went to Sac City with me, or I actually have taken my hardest class at Sac City. So it wasn't a cakewalk like everyone made it seem to be.
Yeah, facts. So you got the little rundown her senior year. You got the not acceptance button that was magically disappeared. But it wasn't her fault. But we now know that it was her fault.
It was my fault.
And then you got where she went when she had to switch it up. When her plan didn't work out how she thought it was going to work.
Yeah.
So come back next week on Leah's journey to eternity. We out.
Bye, guys.